Hey YouTubers, here we are with the Wraith project that Brian and I are working on. I'll give you a little bit of an update on it. It's been
really slow.
a fairly slow build for us. We're running into slight issues and getting parts and stuff. It's taking a little bit of time, but we've got the Bronco body, we've got the hood painted black, we've finally decided on a color on the body, so we've got that. Our next video will have the body painted. This body's really nice, a little bit complicated to cut out. It's real thick. The Lexan's about twice as thick than a regular RC car. The doors that go on the sides they go here. They're all super thick Lexan, so just cutting the body out was a little bit of a chore, and then of course fitting it to these bars back here was a lot of work too. But we've got it cut, and we're gonna start painting it pretty soon. So we've got our light bar mounted. That went on pretty smooth. That didn't take Brian too long to mount that up. But so we'll take this. Oh, the other thing we want to show you is this front bumper. Go ahead and zoom in on this bumper. We've got we trimmed the ears off this front bumper because we're going to put lights inside here, and these ears that came out here covered up our lights, and this is more of a style of a regular rock crawler truck. So we left the two lights in the center, but we're going to also have lights in the body, so we'll cut this out and put LEDs in there. We took this piece and sprayed it with truck bed liner, and it gives it a nice texture. So that piece, I think, came out real nice. Now this Bronco body interferes with the servo with the shocks we put on, so we have to get the Vanquish servo mount, which I'll take this body off and show you. So we don't have our servo mounted, but we did get the front shocks built, and these are those G-made piggyback shocks, which are real nice. They're kind of a pain to build, but you can kind of see it's a real nice looking scale shock. You know, it has a little piggyback here, and it's a threaded body, so you can adjust it. It's got a neat little red bumper down here. It's a nice shock. These are 85mm shocks, so it's going to lower the truck down a little bit, give us a little better stance. We also put on the RC four-wheel drive ARB diff cover, which just kind of adds a neat little touch just for looks. The servo is going to be mounted back up inside the frame in here, right inside here, and we're going to use the Vanquish servo mount to mount that up in here, because otherwise the body's going to hit it. And we've also we're going to use this stock servo for now. I'd like to see, we've got another Wraith, and it seems to be holding up okay, but we plexi dipped it, and then we also shot it with bed liner just to give it a little bit of a texture, and to waterproof it. So we're working on that. The interior, we've got a few things that we're going to do to it. We want to utilize this little guy we got. We're going to make a little suit, and we put a little helmet on him, and he's going to sit in there, but he's a little bit too small to reach the steering wheel, so we gotta modify things a little bit
to get him in there.
But once he's in there, he's gonna look pretty cool. So anyway, we'll have him sitting in there, but the seat's a little bit too far back, so we're going to move it forward. You want to put him in there better, buddy?
Yeah.
Also, we've got the, zoom in on that, we've got the Castle Creations brushless motor in there, which we plexi dipped the end bell. These are supposedly semi-watertight, but I just wanted to kind of protect the wires a little bit. And I don't know how much water we're going to go through or how that's going to hold up in the water, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. So anyway, we've got that motor in there. And the tires we're using are these RC four-wheel drive boggers, which are super cool, but these rims, these are just axial 2.2 rims. These are not the rims we want to use, but the rims we want, they're on back order, so we can't get them right now. But we did take, this is a stock rim right here. These are the 2mm by 10 screws that go into the bead locks. We drilled these holes out right here and put 3mm button head screws, and it just kind of gives it a zoom out. It just kind of gives it a little nicer look for a stock wheel versus just these little black screws. We've also taken these screws and put silver ones in here, that size, but I think these little cap screws look better, so we're going to run these for right now until we can get the other rims. But anyway, we're still working on this car, and another few weeks we should have it pretty well done. We're just waiting on a couple pieces, but I figured we'd give it a little quick update on what the car looks like and where we're at now. So, and we've got lights going up here. We've got our light, our 5 light wire here, which that, and then we're actually going to put red lights. Here's the red lights we're going to be using for the front lights on the Bronco body. That'd be something different, you know. So anyway, and of course we got the rear diff with the ARB, and I think that looks real nice too. So we're also going to do some upgrades to this drive line. We're putting in a brass tube inside there so it doesn't want to cave in on itself and slip, but we're going to utilize that stock drive line until we
snaps.
Yeah, until we break it at least. And I don't know how much abuse it's going to take, but it'll either run for 2 minutes or maybe we'll get
a month.
A month, yeah. But I suspect with that brushless motor we're going to break something, but I'd like to see how those stock parts are going to hold up. Maybe they'll hold up, I don't know, but I'm thinking they're probably going to break at some point. But anyway, that's where we're at on that, and so give us a comment if you want to see something more in detail, and we'll do that. But we'll be running this fairly soon. We're also working on another set of tires which will go on these rims for snow use, and we haven't started working on those, but those will be very exciting for the snow, and we should be having snow fairly soon. So in any event, stay tuned and give us a subscribe and comment, and that helps us. So we'll see you next time.